Hello everyone and welcome back to HUD Bricks. Today we'll be taking a look at set number 60262, which is the passenger airplane. This set was released in 2020, had 669 pieces and 9 minifigures. This set retails for $99.99 USD, and I'm really excited to review it for you guys. Without further ado, let's get on into it. So right here we've got the Lego City Airport, and this thing is probably the worst thing in the entire set. So the first problem that I have with this is this. This would be a cool part usage. I think it was a good idea, but it just didn't work out. I'm sorry Lego, but this doesn't look good at all. I think that the fact that it doesn't have any glass in the skylight just didn't work. And yes, this is supposed to be a skylight. These are roller coaster tracks. It just didn't work. It had a lot of potential, but it failed. Honestly, the two best things about this airport are out here in the front. That logo right there looks absolutely phenomenal, and that palm tree. I like all the curvature they got on it. You can see that it's just studded off base. You can open up these big glass doors to go inside. Over here on the side, I really like the idea of that. I think that that curvature looks pretty good. I wish that they would have continued with another plate right there to make it look a little bit more finished, but I think that that looks pretty decent. But the interior is just as bad as the exterior. So that is the best thing about the interior. This is a fantastic sticker, which is just like the billboard showing which flights have been canceled and different things like that, and it looks just absolutely fantastic. Down here you can see that we've got a clerk right there at the desk, and that desk just doesn't work. It's just so small. I don't know how they'll do anything there. But we've also got a vending machine. And once again, so much lost potential. I think one reason this is so small and so weird is because there was just not enough room. They should have made this airport bigger. But here is the vending machine. You can see it has 2 drinks inside. Anybody could just walk up and open it. You've got a keypad down there, which nobody could even fit their hand inside of because it's so sunken in. And I just think that Lego just failed at that vending machine. But probably the worst thing about this airport is the baggage claim. I don't understand how they're expecting this to work as a baggage claim, but there's no like conveyor belt or anything. You basically get your luggage and stick it through that hole, and then you bring it back through the hole. So I think that baggage claim just is horrible. I guess if you're a little kid, you can kind of play with it, that like it's scanning the luggage to make sure there's nothing bad in it before they load it into the plane. And I mean, it just is a bin with a little slope. It's just, Lego failed at that as well. So the last thing on this airport is basically just like a watchtower, I guess, or a control tower. First things first, I think that has so much empty space. I wish that they could have put at least like some more windows in there. That would have made it look a little bit better, but they didn't. It's just door frames. But the watchtower isn't that bad. You can see a lot of glass up there. We've got this little like dish at the top that can move up and down, and it can move back and forth and around. You can see that right here we've got a minifigure. There's a swiveling chair up here along with just a printed piece for that computer screen up there. But I mean, it's pretty simple, but there is no way to get up there. You've got to have your minifigures just kind of float up there. So the reason why this airport was so bad is because it's filler. To make it a $100 set, they can't just have it be an airplane, so they decided to just throw in an airport, and they didn't put all of their effort into this. Next up, before we get to the airplane itself, let's look at the vehicles. So this is like a side vehicle. It's kind of just like a loading car trolley thing. I don't know what it technically be called, but you can see that it just has this car at the front and a little bin at the back. I guess they can hold luggage in it, or they could even hold luggage on the back part. But what this back part is actually made for is to be able to haul this car over to the airplane to load it onto the plane. But this little car here, I actually don't mind it too much. I think that it's a decent little car. I mean, anybody can tell what it is. You can see it can fit one person. It has decent part usage, pretty small for what it is, but you've even got a little box back there where you can haul luggage, which I think is pretty good, and it has a lot of customability. When I say customability, I mean that you can take off the other thing and hitch up this other thing, which is like the stair lift up to the airplane. So next up we have the sports car, and honestly, I think this looks pretty great. They tried to make this more compact so it can fit into the airplane, and I think they did a really good job of making it only 4 studs wide. It's actually fairly long. You can see we've got the wheels down here in the back, we've got some exhaust pipes along with some grills, and it can fit one minifigure, and there's just a simple steering wheel inside. But it's a compact, cute little car that could work for any city as well. So here is the passenger airplane itself, and I think this thing from the outside looks absolutely incredible. I think the color scheme of orange, blue, and white turned out very nicely. I really like this new plane piece right here for the front, and you can see that these stickers actually flow pretty well. You can even see that there's this door that opens really well inside. You can even see a baby inside of there. You can see all the different windows, and you can even see some extra sticker detailing over here where you can see that they probably load the fuel. Even the propellers don't look all that bad. That is just a sticker piece right there that can just turn around, and it's okay. The wings are a little lacking. There's not much out here except for that, and I think they're still okay though. Right here in the back, you can see we've got some extra cargo area, and the cool thing about this is you can't open it until you move this out of the way, so it's kind of like a lock, and you can open it. Now, the way that this works is you're supposed to put a car in there, and that's supposed to be some kind of pop star's car, but you can pull this up and basically stick the car on there to be able to load it up, which I thought it was pretty cool. But honestly, if you ask me, I don't want to put the car in there. Instead, I want to make this a luggage area. And that's not what LEGO intended it to be, but I think it works so well. LEGO has never made an area to put luggage in the airplane before. Now they have, and I think this is absolutely fantastic. Last but not least, we have that great detailing for this, I'm gonna call it a flamingo or a parrot at the top, which is a print and a pretty big, cool piece. So far, I have been really optimistic about this airplane. I've been trying to be as optimistic as I can, because when you go inside, it just gets horrible. So they call this a passenger airplane. There are literally only 5 seats inside. That is not a passenger airplane. That is a private airplane. They could have added so many more seats. You could have added another seat there. They could have added more in the back, but LEGO decided not to. They decided to only put 5 seats, which I think is just so lacking. One strong point over here is that little screen in the back. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's a sticker showing you where you are right now and how long it will be until you reach your destination. But guys, it gets worse. Back here where they could have put another 5 seats, they decided not to. They decided to put the luggage. This is the luggage for 5 people. That is only enough room for 1 per people. You could maybe fit 2 people's luggage in there. I'm just so disappointed in that. Why didn't they make this the luggage area, get rid of the race car, and just stick it somewhere else and put more chairs in here? It doesn't make any sense, but a good thing about this interior is there is a bathroom. LEGO has never done that before, so great job, LEGO. You can see that in the back it even has a sink with hot and cold faucets. Now LEGO added one more thing, and I didn't want to rave about this, I didn't want to get mad about this, but this thing is horrible. This is supposed to be a stewardess, little cart, but there's no food inside, there are no drinks. What are stewardesses supposed to serve? Nothing, just air? The one good thing about this though, is it has a lot of customability. You can easily mod this and put some more chairs in the back. You can easily take out the bathroom, add more chairs. You could easily take out that cargo bay in the back, add more chairs. This could become a really, really big airliner if you wanted it to. Last but not least, we have the nose of the plane. I think that this piece looks absolutely phenomenal. The cockpit is a little lacking, but I think it's okay. I really like how they use these bucket handle pieces for the controls. You can see that we've got some different control panels and buttons and levers and different things like that. And I think overall it's good. There's enough room for a pilot and a co-pilot, so it works out pretty well. So the first 2 minifigures we've got is the airport employee on the left and the pilot on the right. The airport employee just has a regular face print. He's got that nice little suit, and as you turn him around, you can see that he also has some back printing. The pilot has those really nice sunglasses, a really nice hairpiece, plus some really good printing with that great shirt and tie. Next up, we've got two more airport employees. On the left, we've got kind of a maintenance guy who flashes the lights at the planes, and on the right, we've got the guy who maintains the control tower. This guy on the left has those great little lights that he uses to guide the planes. He's got printing on his legs and torso along with that little name tag. He's got a hard hat with some headphones along with that little smirk and a little scuff on his cheek. You can see that on the guy on the right, he's got some stubble, just some regular kind of messed up hair, and he's also got that little undershirt with a vest over it. He also has a pin dangling down. His accessory is a coffee mug, and as I turn him around, you can see that he has some back printing along with the other guy. Next up, we've got two just kind of regular minifigures. On the left, we've got a father with his baby in a little carrier and a baby bottle, and on the right, we've got a teenager who's going to her favorite rock band's concert. So you can see that the dad on the left has a Hawaiian shirt, he's got his little baby carrier, he's got the baby bottle, he's got those big glasses, and he's got kind of a nervous face or like he's about to throw up or something like that. Next up, for the teenager, you can see that she's got a guitar with some little lightning bolts coming out of it. She's also got her suitcase next to her, and on her back it says tour. That's a really nice torso. You can also see that she's got some sunglasses and kind of her angry face. So last up, we've got two more passengers, and on the left, that is actually a named minifigure from the new type of series that LEGO is doing, and her name is Poppy. I guess she's kind of like a movie star, maybe a singer. I think she's like a pop singer, but she's got that bright blue hair. She's also got that necklace. The torso printing is pretty good, and she's also got printing on the back, but her face print for her alternative face looks absolutely incredible. It's her singing, and I really like that, and it could even be a really happy face. But next up, we've got, I'm gonna call him her boyfriend. I don't know, he might just be another passenger going on the plane, but you can see he's got his lime green suitcase that just opens up to reveal a single plate or tile inside that's just red. Maybe that's like a folded up shirt of his, but you can also see he's got a Hawaiian shirt. He's got that smiling face, but I think the best thing about him is he gets motion sickness or airplane sickness, and he looks like he's about to barf. You can even see a little drop of sweat coming down, which is really great print. So the last thing that I'm going to review in this set is these little stairs leading up to the plane. In this way, your minifigs don't have to float up to it. It's actually pretty nice, and I think it looks really good. So right here is $100 worth of Legos, and I honestly don't believe it is worth it. I can see where LEGO's going with it, where this being $70 and those being like $30, all of them together. But honestly, building this and everything, it took me maybe like 20 to 30 minutes to put this huge set together. So what you're paying for are these giant molded pieces, and I think for ages 6+ kids, this would be fun to be able to play with. But for any collectors like me, who's a teenage LEGO fan, I don't think it's worth it, but it'll be really nice in my LEGO city, and it's really fun to mod, so I would recommend it to anybody who wants to mod this. But without further ado, feel free to subscribe with notifications on, and give this video a big thumbs up if you went on to enjoy it, so you don't miss out on any of my other LEGO mods of this airplane, because I will definitely be putting those up on my channel in the near future. Also, feel free to drop a comment down below and tell me what you think about this set. If you like this set, any other ideas that you have for this set, if you want it, or if you already have it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on HUD Bricks.